At this point, all I can say in the future is inevitable. XRP will decouple from BTC. I just uncovered shocking evidences that XRP is being utilized by the European Central Bank, the same institution that called out BTC flaws multiple times in public.
So can Bitcoin be like a digital form of gold?
Okay.
No.
That's the final answer, right?
Yeah.
Shall we leave it?
You know, I hesitate to say that, but I say it because I have no fear. Because I know that the social media tonight and tomorrow is going to hit me like crazy, because that's the community that they form, and that's the belief that they have, and that's the confidence that they generate amongst themselves. But I still am of the view that there is no intrinsic value and there is no underlying value to it, which doesn't mean to say that there is no hype created as a result, that some can associate with a value, meaning a price.
So yes, Christine Lagarde, the president of the European Central Bank, former IMF, has once again demolished BTC in public. Simultaneously, the European Central Bank publishes a paper illustrating how the XRP Ledger can be used to settle government debts and central bank money. The document is titled "The Eurosystem's Exploratory Work on New Technologies for Wholesale Central Bank Money Settlements." The focus is institutional. We are talking about wholesale CBDCs. That involves government bonds, wholesale central bank liquidity, and that's clearly XRP's use case. If you know the distinction between XRP and XLM, you know that one is for wholesale CBDCs, the other one is for retail CBDCs, and then we're talking about Stellar blockchain. The European Central Bank is testing private permissioned DLT systems built using XRP Ledger technology. And within these systems, XRP transactions enforce delivery versus payments. And here's the cycle. No bond moves unless cash moves. No cash moves unless bond moves. Central banks require instant settlement, finality, and zero counterparty risk. Those are the core requirements of central banks, and the XRP Ledger 100% meets that criteria. This is one of the reasons why stablecoins can't replace XRP, one of the reasons why XRP remains fundamental. There is a lot of noise and speculation whether RLUSD can replace XRP. The central banks made it very clear in these documents, they require zero counterparty risk. Those institutions need a neutral bridge currency. XRP is the one. XRP functions as the ideal settlements rail. In one side, it can handle tokenized assets. In the other side, it can handle liquidity and central banks' money. Christine Lagarde has already gave us multiple signals that BTC will not be utilized on the new financial system. Its flaws always prevented it to become a currency: slow transaction fees, high energy consumption, lack of scalability. One by one, the XRP Ledger presents itself as the solution. It solves one by one every single one of BTC flaws. Delivers faster finality, low energy consumption. It makes XRP the perfect choice for central banks. Hence why the XRP Ledger has been praised by multiple European central banks, including the Bank of France. A pilot test with Montenegro and multiple central banks in Europe have successfully tested on the XRP Ledger. And here's the part that nobody's paying attention. The same Christine Lagarde that multiple times attacked BTC, pointing out to its flaws, she has always praised the XRP Ledger and Ripple.
And those who survive, but it will be between those who are cannibalized because they are not seeing it coming and they're not embracing it, and those who self-induce that cannibalization. And I'm using cannibalization on purpose because it's a bit of a striking, horrible word. But it's really what it means. It's you're going to disrupt your business model, you're going to change it, you're going to reduce your cost, you're going to expedite your transactions, and you're going to continue to inspire confidence because you will build that on the basis of an existing backbone, which is your bank and the confidence relationship that you've established with your customers. So that's where I see changes happening now. If you think of Circle and Ripples and all those, that's where they are active and helpful.
At this point, all I can say in the future is inevitable. XRP will decouple from BTC. Real-world utility can no longer follow speculation. Simply when demand for a neutral bridge asset like XRP skyrockets, either because of wholesale CBDC implementation, perhaps a financial crisis, a global liquidity crisis, there will be a high demand for a neutral bridge asset like XRP. BTC cannot fulfill this purpose, so at this point, I only see one way out, and that's a decouple. XRP will no longer follow the speculation cycle. And once institutional demand for XRP goes through the roof, price has to follow. There won't be another choice. I don't see BTC dropping 20% on a daily candle and XRP dropping the same 20% just because of speculation. That's mathematically impossible. If XRP is being utilized to handle thousands of transactions per second, do you really think there will be any logic to follow BTC pattern? Once wholesale CBDCs are fully implemented, I am 100% convinced XRP will enter a perpetual cycle. Once banks start to communicate with each other utilizing blockchain technology, and once multiple central banks are suddenly transacting on the XRP ledger, holding XRP to their balance sheets, XRP effectively becomes a world reserve currency. The European Central Bank told you, the IMF told you, the Bank of International Settlements told you, Brett Garlinghouse has been meeting up with the IMF multiple times. He has a place on the table. Check this video out. During a meeting with the IMF, someone literally asked if the IMF would hold XRP on their SDRs.
There's 2 votes.
Let me try.
Do you see IMF holding crypto assets in the future? Oh, they're over here. That's easier. You want to take one? Go for it. The first one's for you. IMF. Do you see IMF holding crypto assets in the future? I did not put that up there.
Remember, I'm from the legal department. I'm supposed to be very conservative about these things. I don't want to go into great details about
Maybe
the
I
IMF.
should take what the IMF is going to do. I think we stunned Ross into silence with that one.
For that to happen, okay, under the current legal framework, some country would have to use a crypto asset as its currency.
Silence. And the reaction tells you everything you need to know about XRP's adoption. Now, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what do you think about the concept of BTC being the beta test coin and XRP being the final product. Drop your XRP price prediction for December 2025. I know this is a trending topic right now. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. This also helps me with the algorithm, so this video gets delivered for more people. And finally, if you want to trade crypto without KYC, get access to derivatives markets, buy XRP without KYC. I'm going to drop a link in the description of this video. That's BTCC Exchange, the exchange partner of this channel. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to see you in the next video.